The Painbody likes to stir at dawn. Just as you rise, its memories like smoke curling through your chest. It whispers, "Remember me. Remember the wound. Remember how they felt. Remember how they left. How you failed. How you broke. How you panicked. But this rising, something's different. You don't chase the echo. You breathe. You watch. And the very act of watching turns the flame down. That's the alchemy of presence. Awakening begins not with fireworks, but with those small refusals. Refusing to rehearse the story. Refusing to believe the voice is yours. Refusing to let yesterday's shadow dictate today's sunrise. So as the sun breaks the horizon, you break the loop. You remember, I am awareness itself, not the ache that awareness sees. By midday, the Painbody will shift its tactics, no longer hiding in memory, but trying to live in your body through irritations, impatience, the spark of conflict it prays you'll ignite. But this is where awakening deepens. You feel the tightness, you hear the sharpness rising in your voice. Instead of fueling it, you pause. Or much like myself, you just instantly start apologizing to Source. Not repressing it. But not feeding it either. Like watching a storm cloud drift across the open sky. You let it be. This freedom in real time is to see the change by seeing the charge, to feel the pull, and yet remain unmoved. No need to lash out. No need to defend. No need to make drama your midday meal. Instead, you choose presence. And presence chooses you back. Clarity comes. Peace comes. You notice the hum of life in the simple things. The way sunlight touches the glass. The way breath anchors the body. The way silence tastes much sweeter than conflict. This is the victory no one sees. The pain body starved at the root, while your spirit expands quietly into itself. Evening falls. With it, you know the drill. Reflection and integration. The pain body loves the night. Loves to creep into memory. To weave what ifs and should haves into lullabies. But tonight, you don't hand it the microphone. Instead, you remember. Awakening is not about exile. It's not about Killing, the pain body, but about seeing it as it is. An old hungry ghost. A survival echo. A battle cry. A signal that says, here lies unhealed ground. And in seeing it clearly, you dissolve its power. Not by war, but by witness. Not by force, but by love. So you bless the pain body, beloveds. Thank you for showing me where I was asleep. Thank you for teaching me presence by trying so hard to pull me away from it. You do not deny its existence. You transcend its grip. And as you lay down at night, the weight is lighter. The silence is deeper. The freedom is undeniable. Because awakening is not one grand moment, but thousands of tiny ones. Each time you remember, I am not what suffers. I am what sees. I am not the wound. I am the light that outlives it. Going into a new earth. To draw this to a close with a bit of book scrying. We're going into chapter 4. Role-playing the many faces of the ego. To be a bit more spontaneous, meaning I changed my mind about what part of the book I was going to go back into this rising. Role-playing the many faces of the ego, page 99. Once you see what you are doing or have been doing, you also see its futility, and that unconscious pattern then comes to an end by itself. Awareness is the greatest agent for change. Egoic patterns, even long-standing ones, sometimes dissolve almost miraculously when you don't oppose them internally. Opposition only gives them renewed strength. But even if they don't, you can then accept your parents' behavior with compassion without needing to react to it. This is to say, without personalizing it. If your parents are doing this to you, do not tell them they are unconscious and in the grip of the ego. That will likely make them even more unconscious, because the ego will take up a defensive position. My parents should approve of what I do. They should understand me and accept me for who I am. Really? Should they? Why should they? The fact is, they don't. Because they can't. Their evolving consciousness hasn't made the quantum leap to the level of awareness yet. Do you know about the quantum leap? They are not yet able to disidentify from their role. Yes, but I can't feel happy and comfortable with who I am unless I have their approval and understanding. Really? What difference does their approval or disapproval truly make to who you are? All such unexamined assumptions cause a great deal of negative emotion, much unnecessary happiness. I mean, unhappiness. Unnecessary happiness for the ego. Be alert. Now I'm going to read a bit about conscious suffering. that comes into this world through you, but not yours. The belief, I know what's best for you, may be true when they are very young, but the older they get, the less true it becomes. Having children, giving them help, guidance, and protection to the best of your ability. But even more important, giving them space. Space to be. Eventually they will make mistakes and they will experience some form of suffering, as all humans do. In fact, they may be mistakes only from your perspective. What to you is a mistake may be exactly what your children need to do or experience. Give them as much help and guidance as you can, but realize that you may also at times have to allow them to make mistakes, especially as they begin to reach adulthood. Also, allow them to suffer. Suffering may come to them out of the blue, or it may come as the consequence of their own mistakes. Wouldn't it be wonderful if you could spare them from all the suffering? No, it wouldn't. They would not evolve as human beings and would remain shallow, identified with the external form of things. Suffering drives you deeper. Eventually, suffering destroys the ego, but not until you suffer consciously. The pain is inevitable, but the suffering is a choice, beloveds. The man on the cross is an archetypal image. He is every man and every woman. As long as you resist suffering, it is a slow process, because the resistance creates more ego to burn up. Accept it, as there is an acceleration of that process, which is brought about by the fact that you suffer consciously. The ego says, I shouldn't have to suffer. Conscious parenting. In fact, doing is never enough if you neglect being. The ego knows nothing of being but believes you will eventually be saved by doing. If you are in the grip of the ego, you believe that by doing more and more, you will eventually accumulate enough doings to make yourself feel complete at some point in the future. You won't. You will only lose yourself in doing. The entire civilization is losing itself in doing that is not rooted in being, and thus becomes futile. The key is to give the child the attention, not the ego. There are two kinds of attention. One we might call form-based. The other is formless. And form-based attention is always connected in some way with doing or evaluating. Have you done your homework? Eat your dinner. Tidy up your room. Brush your teeth. Do this. Stop doing that. Hurry up. Get ready. What's the next thing we have to do? This question pretty much summarizes what family life is like in many homes. Form-based attention is of course necessary and has its place. But if that's all there is in the relationship, then the most vital dimension is missing, and being becomes completely obscured by doing, by the cares of the world. As Jesus put it, formless attention is inseparable from the dimension of being. How does it work? As you look at, listen to, touch, or help another with this or that, you are alert, still completely present, not wanting anything other than the moment as it is, making room for being. You are not the role you play. You are the alertness, the stillness, the presence that is listening, looking, touching, even speaking. You are the being behind the doing. And that is all for now, and where we're going to draw this to a close. I want to thank you so very much, Multiversal Soul Familia, for tuning in. Whenever you tune in, from wherever you tune in, with much gratitude and appreciation from my heart chakra to yours, brightest of blessings.